Welcome to the Go STR live stream. I'm Sam Mastretta, your host for the next 15 spicy minutes in the Falaya Focus podcast studio, where we take a sneak peek behind the scenes look at professional Airbnb hosts from around the world that have had such great success. Their guests keep coming back time and time again to visit their outstanding properties. And today I am thrilled to have with me John and Krysten with Term Stayzzz outside of Chicago. How's it going, guys?
Good. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. It's the summertime. We're about to go on a little beach trip, and then looking at what I'm seeing right here, that just makes me all the more excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So, well, good deal. Well, guys, let's have some fun in the next 15 minutes. What do you say?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Awesome. So in 30 seconds, how did you get into this crazy world of Airbnb hosting?
Well, first, I bought a property in Orange Beach, Alabama to bring extra income in besides just relying on a 401k. And then secondly, wanted to host for myself because I had a larger property management firm that was in the area, and they were just not giving our properties the attention they needed. So our first year taking it over, we actually increased our profit, by $10,000 that first year. So it showed that we gave the attention to the property that it needed.
Wow, man, that's awesome. So you mentioned that one property in Orange Beach, but I see maybe another one or two right here. So how many properties do you guys operate in your portfolio, and where are they located?
We have a total of 5 currently. We had 6, but unfortunately one of the properties has just gotten sold. So we're in Sevierville, Tennessee, Crystal Beach, Texas, Chicago, and Orange Beach. Orange Beach is kind of like our heart and soul.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So did you guys go down there in vacation, or did you just like it, or?
His uncle moved down there and he was like, you got to come visit. And so he took a trip, and then two years later, we ended up getting married down there.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and this year we're about to celebrate our 5-year anniversary. So it's really exciting. And that's just kind of where we want to end up with our family and really take over.
That's awesome, man. So it sounds like you guys own and co-host. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. We own in every property, area that we host in. So we just don't know, here, this area, come, host here. No, we own here. We know the area. We visit the area, ourselves frequently, multiple times a year, along with we've set up the teams in the area that, can host it for us and run everything while we are away. So it's a great, process that we've set up to host these correctly and give the properties the attention they need, and especially for the guests too.
Yeah, exactly. That I find that so important, really knowing your market, because, and even one street over in a city that you may not live in, you really don't. It could be anything, but it takes a lot of research.
Absolutely.
And that could be a big difference. So that's a definite plus that it sounds like you guys have. So, okay, so you guys are in a few different markets. They all sound like vacation markets. What type of person or persons loves to vacation there? Is it like smaller families or bigger families or stuff like that?
I would definitely say that our Orange Beach area would be your small to big families, and along with our Crystal Beach property as well. Our Sevierville, Tennessee is more of the smaller families, but more of that intimate setting, which is great. And same thing with Chicago. That's also that smaller family that's really just trying to explore the city, learn the new museums that we have down there, all the different things that come through Chicago because it's a huge city. So it's really awesome. But yeah, the family is where we really try to narrow down on how can we really bring them in to say, welcome, we can't wait to host you and everything like that. So we have all these little goodies for them when they first walk in the door to really feel that at home feel.
Love it, man. You guys are doing all the right things. So you mentioned some different museums and things like that. So any attractions or things that, okay, you go to Orange Beach or you go to Crystal Beach, there's always the beach, right? Everybody knows that. But like, how about any other things that people may not know about or what you love about those properties that's not just what everybody kind of thinks about? Maybe some, hidden gems and stuff like that.
Absolutely. In Orange Beach, we have Alligator Alley, which is such a cool place. You get to feed the gators. There's usually a baby one that you can hold, which is really fun for the kids. Mm-hmm. We also have the zoo, which is really cool down there. It's more by chain link fences, which is a kind of a little intimidating to some people, but I think that's incredible, and I really think it's part of the experience. A couple things in Sevierville, Tennessee are Junction 35, which is a really fun family-filled restaurant. But if you go with friends too, it's great because they have a moonshine tasting and a couple different things that they offer. Right outside of the restaurant is a bunch of games and a couple attractions that you can ride on or do that type of stuff. So that's really fun for them. And then also the cave tours in Tennessee as well. I think that's amazing. They can go and explore, find bears, all the cool stuff down there.
Hopefully not find a bear.
Yeah. If they do, they're fast or they can run away.
Yeah, but you never know. You could.
Yeah. I love it. Cool. So what are we seeing on the screen here? It looks like a website.
Yeah, this is our personal website.
Yeah, this is our direct booking website. That way guests can, avoid some of the Airbnb fees and everything that gives them a better price and more personal touch of something that we've created and that, it's here for us to use and for them to use at the same time. Love it.
Who designed your website?
Actually, I designed it off of our property management platform. So the property management website that we use and run everything through, we designed it with them, and it ended up being, something that we really liked, and we've just stuck with it.
Yeah. Agreed. It looks great, man. So I want to go on a tour. I want to see, all of the places around the U.S. that you guys host.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you take us on a little tour here?
Yeah. So our first two are in Gulf Shores or Orange Beach. The one on the right is closer down to Fort Morgan. It is a really quiet location. It's beautiful. The views are outstanding. The first one is in Orange Beach, and it is on the opposite side of the beach, but it still has amazing views. You have a beautiful deck that you can park your boat if you decide to bring one. So I think that's awesome because so many guests are offering or asking to bring their boats. So that's really cool for them that they're able to do that.
Yeah, and especially with that property, you can rent out the dock, bring your boat, you're on the intercoastal waters, so you're still on the waters, and right across the street you can walk to the beach. So it's the best of both worlds, really.
Absolutely.
This one's in Crystal Beach, Texas. We added a 12 by 24 foot pool, which is outstanding to have. The beach is only 200 feet from it, so that's pretty amazing as well.
Oh, wow.
And it sleeps up to 15. So if you're looking for that big getaway with your family, this is definitely the place to go.
Absolutely.
And then this one is our Tennessee rental. It's in Sevierville. It sleeps 8. But we have a whole entire game arcade room with beautiful views of the Smokies,
wow.
Which is really fun for us. And last but not least is our Chicago unit, and it sleeps up to 6. And it is in like the heart and soul of Lincoln Park, which is kind of fun because you're like 4 minutes away from the zoo, which the zoo down there is really spectacular. But then you're 10 to 15 minutes from all the museums that we have to offer as well, which I think is great.
Yeah, it's right in between the middle of both the baseball parks, the Cubs or the Sox, depending on what you root for. And it's literally, maybe a 10-minute Uber, depending on traffic, to the Bears game and McCormick Place and North Beach's, 10-minute walk from the unit. So it's great.
Man, that is awesome. Go Cubs. I may call you.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Y'all both Sox fans?
Yeah, I mean, born and raised on the south side of Chicago, you got to take on the White Sox. So
yeah, it's okay. I still may call you up if I go next time I go see a Cubs game.
Perfect.
I may accidentally leave a W flag like on the bed or something, but don't worry about that. Man, well, guys, this has been so much fun. John and Krysten, can you give us how guests can get in contact with you if they're going to be in any of these areas and they want to stay at one of your lovely properties?
Yeah, I mean, our direct booking website here, it's www.shorttermstayz, 3 Z's, like you're sleeping there.
Love it.
At holidayfuture.com, you know. That's a great way to get a hold of us. Short-term stays on Facebook. Another way to get a hold of us and look at some of the properties we have and do bookings.
Awesome. Yeah, we're going to put that in the show notes, as well as where can investors get a hold of you?
Yeah, investors, they can find us on Facebook at Short Term Stayzzz, our direct booking site. They can contact through our direct number as well and our emails. And then the really cool one that I have is Your Tall Girl Host on Instagram. I mean, we're sitting here, so you would never know it, but I'm 6'7", and so it's pretty cool. I used to do modeling and everything like that, so it was kind of a part of why we started using at Your Tall Girl Host. So
that's hilarious. I absolutely love that. So was it volleyball was your sport? Or
yes, volleyball was my sport. Yep.
I love it. That's great. Okay, so how can you help other hosts, other Airbnb hosts who maybe want to stand out in hospitality? What's one piece of advice you can give them because you guys are, from your perspective, doing so well?
Yeah, and like you said, you have to stand out. And in the market right now, it's not the same as what it was 21, 22, 23. You have your international travels wide open. People can travel to another country right now. You have your cruise lines up running, 100%. So you need to have those features set aside into your property that are going to make people book your property. And then you need to have some type of marketing, like, Go STR marketing that's going to be reaching back out to those people who have stayed with you to bring them back to your property. The nice thing is that Krysten has a degree in interior design. So she's able to set up those properties and give those special touches that they need to keep bringing people back.
Yeah. No, that is great advice. And, I'm hearing that with other hosts as well. Ultimately, I hear you saying is you have to do what other people aren't doing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because you can have 2 condos sitting next to each other that's still in the same building. What's going to set you apart from that one that your neighbor right next to you? Exactly.
Man, John Krysten, thanks so much for joining me today here at the Falaya Focus podcast studio. Again, everybody, I'm Sam Estrada with Go STR Marketing. Guys, check out John and Krysten with Term Stayzzz, live from Chicago. That's the South Side, right? But anyways, we still love them. We're there, but I highly recommend these guys. I know them well. They operate professional businesses remotely, and they're great folks to know on a personal and a business level. So I'm happy to introduce you to these folks, and I'm happy to work with them. So, John.
Thank you, Sam. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's
awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Absolutely. Well, everybody, we'll see you next time on the Go STR live stream. Cheers.
Take care.